Good afternoon, CFM. This is Coach Matt with our Monday workout. Let's begin today's workout with a warm-up of 10 calories, your choice, row, bike, or ski. And then we're gonna do a banded bully stretch. So this is pec minor and some of the other smaller stabilizer muscles in the shoulder, but we got a band mounted approximately shoulder height, and I put it nice and deep in my shoulder pocket, and then I kind of turn away from it, hand behind my back, and then just walk away until I've got a lot of tension on the band, and let that band just kind of shrug your shoulder blade back and towards the middle of your spine. You should feel a deep stretch kind of in the middle of your armpit, right? That's what we're looking for on the banded bully stretch. Then some dynamic leg swings. So really try to hit good end range on the front side of your leg as well as on the back side. So on the front side, it's your hip, or your hamstring. On the back side, it says hip flexors. And then as the leg swings backward, try not to let your toe turn out like that, but try to keep your toe pointed down or pointed towards the middle so that you're hitting the full hip flexor there. After we do that, we're gonna do some Spider-Man plus a twist up. So my long lunge position, elbow to the ground, and then rotate towards the knee that's forward and reach your palm to the sky, right? That's our Spider-Man plus twist up. And then our deadlift today. This is our deload cycle for deadlifts. Last week was our max out. We're gonna do sumo deadlift today. So the weight should be very moderate, 40 to 50%, enough to let you know it's there, but not anywhere near failure. Sumo stance, so a nice wide stance. Toes can be pointed out slightly, and make sure that the knee always tracks in line with the rest of the leg. So between the ankle and the hip, the knee should stay in a line with that and not dip in like this, all right? So all the normal deadlift rules apply. So the grip width is approximately shoulder width. My back is gonna stay nice and tight, and the bar is gonna just trace a line right up my legs as I do that sumo deadlift for sets of 8. And then our superset today is a static ring support plus an eccentric, okay? So I'm gonna find a set of rings that I can lock out at the top position on. I could do this with my toes touching the ground. I could do this with a band across the rings, or I could do this free, like with no support at all, right? And if you want to jump into it, that's fine. But you need to be able to get into a position where your shoulders are nice and stacked and I can turn my thumbs away from the center line. So don't have those palms facing backward and your hands away from your body. Get your hands real close to the body, thumbs facing outward. Hold that for 15 seconds, and then a real slow eccentric lowering to the bottom of the ring dip position, and then put your feet down or take the weight off your arms, all right? You get that single superset in between every round, and this one, it should not take you too long because the deadlifts will not tire you out. So this should be like 10 to 12 minutes to get all 4 sets of that done. When you finish that, we're gonna do a strength circuit, which means that I would like for you to be moving relatively swiftly between exercises, but it's not for time, right? It will be for quality and for load. But I would like for the heart rate to be up a little bit when we do it. So we set up our bar in the back squat position. We're gonna do back rack lunges as the first exercise. And you can choose an appropriate weight for this, but try to get a little bit heavier than what we were doing last week, right? But back rack lunges, tap that knee to the ground. Stepping forward is different from stepping backward. Remember how those two different ones feel. Next, you're gonna do dumbbell pullover, right? So I've got my dumbbell, and I've got my bench, and we're reaching over your head. Try to get your ears past your arms with the elbows straight, and then pull over the middle of your body, keeping your belly nice and tight the whole time while we're doing it. And then our last one is a bent over barbell row. So you can either use the same bar and put it back and forth between the rack and the ground, or you can use a second bar and you can partner up, but bent over row, so elbows straight, and then contact your sternum with those forearms, trying to stay as vertical as possible and trying not to use any bounce from the legs or the back as I pull that bar to my chest, okay? That's our 3 exercise strength circuit. Get that 4 times through, and then record the load for the lunges. That's our main score. And then you can also record your dumbbell and your bent over barbell row weight in the notes. Okay, that's it for this Monday. See you guys on Tuesday.